Hey everybody, so recently one of my subscribers reached out and asked if I could do another video on Texas Star Hibiscus. I'm going to link to some of the other videos that I've done in the past on this plant. This year I'm doing things a little different with Texas Star Hibiscus. I harvested some seeds at the end of last summer, and I'm planting these seeds this year and trying to grow Texas Star Hibiscus from seed. So I just wanted to show, this is a container underneath that soil in the back area. I've got a perennial that I'm still waiting to see if it's going to come back from the winter or not. But in this little empty spot I had, I went ahead and put a Texas Star Hibiscus seed, planted it around March the 1st, and today's March 19th. And this is how much it's come up. So I'm going to continue to do follow-up videos and just document how easy this plant is to grow from seed, how long it takes, and you know how fast it's going to grow, if I'll get blooms, that sort of thing. This is the first time I've ever grown Texas Star Hibiscus from seed. So again, March 19th, and I'm going to follow up here in a few weeks, and we'll continue to watch this grow and see how it does. It's March 26th. I wanted to do a follow-up video just to show I've planted a second Texas Star Hibiscus seed over on this back side of the container, and this was that first one that I showed a few weeks back. I just want to point out, it's kind of interesting when you grow a mallow hibiscus or Texas Star Hibiscus from seed. When it first starts, the leaves, when they start coming up, are actually rounded. It really doesn't even look like Texas Star Hibiscus at all. But as it starts to grow and has a few more weeks, it starts to show more of that traditional elongated leaf that really, when this plant starts growing, I mean, I always say it looks exactly like a marijuana plant. If you're familiar with the marijuana leaf, that's what it's going to end up looking like. But you can really tell it on this one. This one just started coming up, and if I can get my camera to focus, it's just very circular leaves. It does not look like Texas Star Hibiscus, but give it time and it'll start taking shape and looking like the more traditional leaf structure. So anyway, we'll keep an eye on it. March 26th, got a couple of them coming up. This is another container where I started Texas Star Hibiscus from seed, where you can really tell what I was talking about. Notice how round some of those leaves are, but then those other leaves kind of towards the back area are starting to take a little bit more of that longer shape. But just make sure when you grow these with seed, if you start seeing them coming up and they're looking rounded and not looking like Texas Star Hibiscus, don't panic, because that's what it looks like when it first starts, and then over time it starts to, you know, take more of its traditional shape. May the 12th, I'm just doing a updated video showing what my Texas Star Hibiscus looks like. So you can see now that the temperatures have started to warm up and we've been more in the 80s and even some days the low 90s, this plant has definitely started to grow much more. So just continuing to show the progress, May the 12th. Okay, and this is my second Texas Star Hibiscus. Again, this is May the 12th. Now you can tell with this one, it has not grown nearly as fast as the other one that's getting a lot of sun. This one does get a little bit of afternoon sun, but not nearly as much as the other one. So we'll keep an eye on this, but it definitely is starting to show that the more sun you can give this plant, the faster it's gonna grow. And then when we get later in the summer and it really gets hot, and hopefully these start flowering, we'll see how much this one flowers compared to the other one. But anyway, just showing the progress thus far. Growing Texas Star Hibiscus in a container. Okay, so it's July 17th. I'm going to give some updates on these Texas Star Hibiscus. This is actually a white Texas Star Hibiscus. I ended up moving some stuff around during the summer because we've had so much heat that things just didn't seem like they were working out the way I hoped they would, and I wanted to put these plants in a spot where I thought they would have better success. So the white one has only been in this spot for a few weeks, but it is thriving and it's hanging in there even though it's been over 100 degrees most days. So hopefully it'll have enough time for the rest of this summer and fall to grow taller and maybe put off some blooms. But I want to show what the red one is looking like. This is the red Texas Star Hibiscus, and you can tell it has gotten quite a bit larger in the pot. And I wanted to show in this video, the reason I did it today is I'm finally getting my first bloom that's getting ready to open. So again, July 17th, this is how long it took from planting by seed in a container to get to this size and to finally put off blooms. And the one thing I'll say is this is a plant that gets mostly morning sun and afternoon sun and then evening shade. I don't water it that often. If it looks like it needs it, I do it. But for the most part, it's been pretty low maintenance, and it's been very happy in this container. So here's the red one, and once this bloom opens up, I will do one last video to show how awesome the bloom looks. Today's July 18th. Here is the opened bloom. So it took officially till July 18th for this plant to bloom in a container from seed. Hope this video helps out. If you don't mind, if it was helpful, just hit the like button, and if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I'd love to have you. Have a great day.